Long ago, in a small village along the banks of the Ganges River, a young boy named Tulsidas was born. From his earliest days, Tulsidas was a little different. Some say he was born with a miraculous memory, able to recite long verses by heart even as a toddler. But what truly set him apart was his deep love for Lord Rama, the hero of the ancient epic Ramayana. Now, back then, the Ramayana was written in Sanskrit, a language only the scholars and priests could understand. Tulsidas grew up in a simple village where people spoke Hindi or Awadhi, not Sanskrit. One day, as a young man, he overheard a group of villagers talking about Lord Rama, but they seemed unsure of the details. One person thought the story went one way, another was convinced it went another. Tulsidas felt frustrated that this beautiful, inspiring tale was out of reach for ordinary people like his friends and neighbors. He wondered, how can people follow the example of Lord Rama if they don't know his story? Determined to do something about it, Tulsidas decided to rewrite the Ramayana in a language everyone could understand. But this wasn't just about translating words. He wanted to capture the spirit of Lord Rama's journey, the love, the bravery, and the triumph of good over evil. This was a huge challenge, though. People whispered that it was impossible, that he was too ambitious, and some scholars even tried to discourage him. They argued that changing the language might weaken the story, or that only priests had the authority to share such tales. But Tulsidas remained undeterred. He traveled to the sacred city of Varanasi, where he prayed and meditated for days. Then, one night, legend says, Lord Shiva appeared to him in a dream, blessing him with the courage and clarity he needed. Inspired and filled with new energy, Tulsidas began his work, writing what would become known as the Ramcharitmanas, the Lake of the Deeds of Rama. He chose the name to reflect how he wanted his words to be a still, clear lake where people could see the story of Rama as if looking at their own reflection. Tulsidas poured his heart into each verse, capturing not only Rama's courage, but also the devotion of characters like Hanuman and the loyalty of Sita. People gathered around him daily, young and old alike, captivated by his retelling. For the first time, villagers, farmers, and artisans could understand the story in their own language. Tulsidas wasn't just sharing a tale. He was bringing the teachings of the Ramayana alive for everyone. Years passed, and the Ramcharitmanas spread far and wide. It became a source of comfort, inspiration, and guidance for countless people. Tulsidas also composed the Hanuman Chalisa, a prayer for strength and devotion, which is still recited by millions to this day. Because of Tulsidas, the story of Rama became woven into the hearts of ordinary people. His legacy lives on, reminding us that sometimes the biggest changes come from a single person's determination to make things clearer, kinder, and closer to home. And to this day, whenever someone tells the story of Lord Rama in Hindi or sings the Hanuman Chalisa, they're carrying forward Tulsidas' dream, that everyone, no matter their background, can find a piece of divine wisdom that feels like it was written just for them. And that's the story of Tulsidas, the poet who opened the doors of divine stories to everyone, from villagers to kings, with the Ramcharitmanas. His legacy reminds us that sometimes one voice is all it takes to bring wisdom to the world. If you enjoyed this story, please give it a like, share it, and follow for more inspiring tales like this one. Let's keep the spirit of Tulsidas alive by spreading stories that touch the heart and inspire the soul. Thank you for listening.